Welcome to Breathing Spell, spoken word lullabies for stressed out people of all ages. My name is Amelia, and this is Season 1, Mapping the Midnight Country, an inclusive, invitational journey into your own internal landscape for rest, healing, and growth. Each week I'll invite you to a different place inside your imagination to unlock your own body and mind's innate wisdom. Today's practice offers you a space to approach problems and decisions with greater clarity, focus, and purpose. For more information on this practice and others in this series, go to breathingspell.org. If you're new to meditating, you may find you fall asleep during the session, and that's okay. I'll alert you at the end that the practice is over. If your mind wanders, that's also fine. Just widen your awareness to include your thoughts and the practice. And the same for any feelings or physical sensations that may show up. Just let them be there. If you like or dislike something about the practice, that's fine. Just allow whatever arises to be present without trying to change anything in yourself. With that being said, this is your practice, and you're welcome to take it in any direction you like. And for now, just get comfortable and put everything to one side so that you can take some time for yourself. And as you're getting comfortable, you could see what it's like to breathe out just a little longer than usual. Just breathing out a little more than you usually do, a little more than you breathe in. And one way you could do this is you could breathe in for a count of 4, hold your breath for a count of 7, and then breathe out for a count of 8. And everyone's pace will be a little bit different, but I'll give you one example and you can see what it's like. And so as you breathe in, breathing in for a count of 4, 2, 3, 4, and then holding your breath for a count of 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then out for a count of 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if that seemed too fast or too slow, you could try it on your own now, at your own pace. Breathing in for a count of 4, holding for 7, and out for 8. And you can continue to breathe this way if you like throughout the practice, or you can let it go. And either way, I invite you to imagine that you're standing outside of a garden, a very large private garden with a large, tall wall. If you look up at the sky, it could be any time of day. There could be any kind of weather. You could be standing in front of that wall, feeling the earth under your feet, feeling the air on your skin. And that wall, whatever kind of wall it is, whether it's a hedge wall or made of stone, maybe made of wood, or something else, whatever that is, you can see that there's a door inside of that wall, right in front of you. And that door is locked, and in your pocket is the key. It could be an old-fashioned key. It could be something very modern, maybe even biometric. Or it could be a perfectly ordinary key, and whatever that is, if you like, you can put that key in the lock and turn it and go in the garden. And if you do that, you can wander around inside. And you can see that this is your favorite kind of garden. It's very pleasant here. You can see all kinds of plant life growing and different garden features. You can smell the earth underneath you and smell the different fragrances of the garden. And hear the rustle of the plants in the breeze. This garden feels familiar. Feels like you've been here before, maybe many times. And you can wander further within the garden. And as you do this, as you travel around, you can sense a feeling of welcome from the garden. And there's a stream here. If you like, you can linger in this spot. You can hear the babbling of the stream. You can put your hand in and feel it as it gently ripples. You might even notice small fish or little water insects underneath in the water. And if you like, you can cross over the stream. It's very easy, it's very safe. And if you do that, if you go deeper in the garden, you can see that there is a garden within the garden. Tall walls around a very small private garden inside of this big garden. Very small garden with its own tall walls, its own door. And you have in your other pocket a key to this garden. And if you choose to go in, you can put the key in the door and open it, peer inside, and as you step in, you can see that this garden is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. And it's vast. And it's full of ancient plants, much older than the plants in the big garden. Here in this private garden within a garden, there are ancient trees. And there's also new plant life. You can see small shoots growing in the garden as well. And there's a little bit of earth here that needs some tending. And next to it, you can see all the tools that you would need if you wanted to tend it. There are some seeds here if you'd like to plant something new. Whatever you need is here. And there's a small little gardener's bonfire. It's very well contained, very safe, and very small. And you can put anything into the bonfire that you no longer need. So if you like, you can tend this garden, or you can let the garden do it. It's very good at that. And there's a place to rest nearby, a very inviting place. Whatever you need to rest in a garden is here, whatever you would need to make you truly comfortable. You can rest here for a while, feeling the garden growing around you, growing for you. It's there to nurture you. And as you're here, you can feel a sense of peace and of ease. You can rest here for as long as you like. You can rest, refresh, and rejuvenate. And time seems slower here. Rest seems more profoundly restful. And you can go back and check in on the area that you or the garden was tending and see how it's doing. See if there's any new growth there. And you can also wander back across the stream and back to the entrance of the garden. And if you do that, you can feel an even stronger sense of welcome, of being cherished. Here at the gate, at the front gate, you can take a last glance back into the garden, knowing that you can return whenever you want to. Just coming back now to where your physical body is right now. Coming back. And if you like, stretching a bit. Seeing what it's like. Come back to this place now. Or, if you like, you can continue to rest in the garden. You can wander back in, and you can continue to stay there for as long as you like. And either way, thank you for listening. This practice is now complete.